welcome back to another video. And in today's video we got top 10 WrestleMania entrances of all time. Now this is our top 10 that we put together ourselves. It kind of just, this might not be everybody's top 10, but these are ones to us that stand out for some reason or another. And
yeah, we have some of them are going to be more recent, some of them are going to be a little bit older, but majorities are going to be within, recent times. So I feel like they stepped their game up with entrances in the last 10 to 15 years.
We're going to get things started with our number 10, and that is Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 40, where she got played out by the band who makes her song. And what was a really cool moment for her. You can tell that she enjoyed the moment, she was living in the moment. It was a big deal for her, obviously, and it actually sounded good, because a lot of times when we have bands playing out, it doesn't sound very good.
Yeah, sounded really good. The stage, obviously, for WrestleMania 40 was a pretty good stage. Just the look on her face, she came out, she mentioned after the fact that she was having a panic attack. You kind of see it in her face a little bit, and I feel like it added a little bit to it. But yeah, it was an amazing entrance. I love this song and the entrance. I feel like it fits her perfectly. Yeah, it was just an amazing entrance to start WrestleMania 40 off.
And number 9, we have Undertaker at WrestleMania 14, where he comes out with the Druids. And this was pretty cool. Obviously, Undertaker, the dead man. It's just kind of, this might be a more simpler one, but it's just more like the aura of it, and just like the vibe of it as well.
Yeah, a lot of the Undertaker entrances are somewhat of the same. This is one that was a little bit different, stuck out a little bit more. As you mentioned, there's a bunch of druids. They're holding torches. He's like kind of walking under the torches, and it's like that old classic Undertaker look from the 90s. Yeah, it was the best version of the Undertaker, in my opinion, as far as just the way he looked, and it has like the most nostalgia to me when he was kind of in that kind of mold of the Undertaker.
Yeah, the other Undertaker one that we wanted to have on this list but quite didn't make it was the one at 29, I believe, where he has all the hands going up after him. That was really cool. Obviously, this is the dead man just kind of playing onto it. But yeah, pretty good one. But moving on to number 8, the counterpart to Undertaker, that is Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 12 with the iconic zip line coming down. Just a really cool moment, super crazy just because how dangerous it could be. And yeah, just really cool moment.
Yeah, a lot of people's favorite entrance. Some people would probably have this ranked a lot higher. However, like I mentioned, just I feel like they stepped their game up recently, and it's more like grand when people come out nowadays.
And then speaking of recent ones, we have The Rock at WrestleMania 40 with the final boss music and the big Brahma Bull on fire. Just another, again, where just the aura of The Rock and just everything about him, the music, like I mentioned, was just so cool. The first time Rock was going to be wrestling, which was awesome as well. Yeah, just really cool vibes.
Yeah, it's always just kind of, as you mentioned, just he has kind of just a vibe when he comes out. It's like, oh shit, it's The Rock. It's like one of the biggest stars on earth, basically. So you just kind of feel that, like, he kind of like fills the room whenever he walks in. Yeah, amazing entrance from The Rock.
And then now at number 6, we have Sting at WrestleMania 31. This one was just really cool, one, just because it's Sting and WWE at WrestleMania, the biggest stage. Obviously, this is his only WrestleMania entrances, but I can imagine he would have had some way cooler ones, but this one still was just really awesome.
Yeah, just for the moment of Sting just being at a WrestleMania, having a match at WrestleMania was amazing. Obviously, people didn't like the opponent and, the build to it and after the fact, all that stuff. However, the entrance was amazing. Just him coming out in the big, flashy kind of red coat that you've never really seen him wear. Was just like a different look for him. Made him, like I mentioned before, just more grand and more just like kingish or something, if you will. But yeah, still that classic Sting look with the black and white and the face paint, all the people and like the drums and all that playing with the face paint on as well. The small video package before he comes out with the crows and everything was amazing. But yeah, amazing entrance here at WrestleMania 31.
And then next up at number 5, halfway the list now, we have Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania 37. Now this one is the one that in the making of this video, we kind of didn't know much about this one because we weren't around for WrestleMania 37, but watching it, I really enjoyed it. I think it's so cool. Just the Fiend and Bray Wyatt himself is just so cool. The mind of him and just the aesthetic to his character has always been amazing. And yeah, it was just one of the coolest things about Bray was always just what he would look like every night.
Yeah, they have like a short video package before like the music really hits and he comes out. That was really nice, and obviously, like you mentioned, the Jack in the Box with Alexa Bliss kind of winding it up as he's coming out of it. Yeah, just an amazing shot of him coming out with Alexa Bliss turning it. The spooky music vibe and everything during that time of Bray Wyatt and the character that he kind of brought to the audience was just amazing.
Yeah. And then next up at number 4, we have the King of Kings and maybe the King of WrestleMania entrances, and that is Triple H at WrestleMania 22 when he comes out as Conan. Now, obviously, this one is a very iconic one. This is one of the first WrestleMania entrances that I can kind of remember as a kid. And yeah, just like the picture of it, obviously, I don't know too much about Conan, but I've just seen what it looks like, and obviously Triple H, with the way he looked, with the coat as well, it looked really awesome.
Yeah, just Triple H is one of my favorites in general, and as you mentioned, he might be the king of WrestleMania entrances because he has 2 on this list just to spoil a future one, but we could have put maybe 3, maybe even 4 if we really wanted to, but we kind of capped them at 2. We didn't want to have too many on here. But yeah, amazing entrance here from Triple H. Was a big fan of the gear, the throne that he was sitting on as well. Obviously, you know, when Cody smashed up at some point later on in AEW. But yeah, it was an amazing just shot of him and just look of him, just like felt like he's supposed to be the King of Kings. So yeah, amazing entrance here from Triple H.
And then number 3 now, we have Edge at WrestleMania 39. And this one was just really cool. The music that he had for, I forget what band it is. I don't think it's his actual song. I'm guessing it would have been whoever plays his music. I always forget. But yeah, this is a really cool one. Just like, again, the vibes of it was so cool, and doesn't help as well with the amazing just music as well of Edge.
Yeah, just a very cool entrance, Brood inspired and all of that as well. The gear. Yeah, just always cool to see Edge kind of bring out the flashy entrances because he seems to do a pretty good job with them.
Now, number 2, we have Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40, and this is kind of the after on night 2 with the match with Roman Reigns. He comes out with the music. It just seems like a final battle, the last war, and it's going to be all out happening here. And then Brandy comes out as well. The mask was really cool. Cody's cape and just gear's always looking nice. The Homelander-esque vibe, but yeah, just a really cool moment.
Yeah, just like you mentioned, the flag is kind of like burning, and it's like this sort of video package in the background where the flag's waving and all that. You hear like the helicopter sort of noises and shit like that in the background. But yeah, this him coming out with Brandy, the mask, everything you mentioned, it was just a very cool look. Something that we haven't necessarily seen. People don't really wear masks. Obviously, Andrade kind of does that at moments, but this was a little different from the way that he does his. But yeah, very cool.
Yeah, and then number 1, wrapping up our list, as mentioned earlier, it is Triple H, but this time at WrestleMania 30, and this is when he's on the throne, and he has the women, which would end up being Sasha Banks, Alexa Bliss, and Charlotte Flair, and they kind of take the crown off, and just the visual of it is just so cool. It's one of the coolest moments, and obviously, like I said, the fact that 3 women who would go on to be 3 of the biggest names in the company was really cool as well.
Yeah, definitely cool to see that, to see him have these people in mind. Obviously, he's a big NXT guy. He's the one who kind of started the whole thing, of course. So him just seeing that, you know, this could be something for them to get seen a little bit more on the WrestleMania stage at the time. It's just really cool of him to incorporate them in this kind of way, because you really don't see wrestlers do the entrances like that. Like, they kind of just hire like the little randoms or random wrestlers from town or whatever it may be.
Yeah, that is our top 10 WrestleMania entrances. Do you think we'll get, hopefully we get a good one here at this year's WrestleMania, but do you think we'll get, who do you think will have the best one at this year's WrestleMania?
Tough to say. Obviously, Cena is going to be one of the ones that are going to be up there just because he's John Cena. But then, I mean, there's Penta as well. He could have an amazing WrestleMania entrance. I can only imagine what his is going to look like.
Yeah. But yeah, that would do it for our top 10. Let us know what you guys would have on your top 10. Let us know what you think about our top 10. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.